Something's off about this place. The walls feel like they're breathing, and every shadow moves when you're not looking.
All right, so let's talk about the vibe. How did you feel about the vibe? Did it give you the tickles?
So during our month of October, we're playing a lot of horror type games,
Yep.
but this one doesn't give me horror. What this one gives me is suspense.
Okay.
And, you know, the environments kind of just paint a twisted world of death and decay. Um, it nails the platforming co op puzzle solving in my mind. Um, but as far as, the game looks wonderful. But as far as like a horror, no.
Okay.
But I don't think it's meant to be.
It's kind of weird because it does have creepy environments. It does have this dreary sadness to it, just from like the merriment between the sound effects and the music and like the darkness and like the lack of light and how light actually, you know, without spoilers, light seems to be a negative almost in this game. Um, you know, I do think that the grotesque monsters themselves have this. They give you the heebie-jeebies, like in that thriller kind of like, eh. But I mean, I can see it from a thriller suspense kind of. If people like that from a horror genre, I can see they could like it. I think it fits in the mold, but I don't think it's like in your face type of horror. I but at the end of the day, I thought that the level design was amazing. It really kept this mysticism and mystery along with it. But I love the vibe of the game.
Not me too. So what you thinking about them Wiggles?
God, dude,
I know that you were playing on keyboard and mouse, and
I did. Despite all the fucking warnings you get, it's best experience with a controller. Go fuck yourself. I did play keyboard and mouse outside of the typical. I didn't get the rumbles like you did on a controller. I did have issues with like this 2D scroller, but it had three-dimensional kind of platforms, and that it took me a second to get. There have been times where we would clash, our bodies would clash, we couldn't get to the right. It's hard to position your character exactly the way you want.
mm,
On keyboard and mouse, it is kind of tricky to hold down shift and control to like fast crouch. Um, I didn't think it was bad necessarily. I don't know. It what there was some struggles with it at first. It would be for an advanced person on keyboard and mouse, but it may be more
yeah,
enjoyable for somebody to, controllers for if you're not
mhm,
used to uh, KB.
yeah.
What about you?
Well, I can say on the controller it was nice. I didn't have much of an issue. Uh, you know, Obviously all the buttons are there. This thing was made in with controller in mind already.
Could be.
So unlike most PC games, this was actually made for a controller. Um, I don't really have a whole lot to speak on. I don't know if the paralleling the 3D environments and stuff was really. Eh. I don't know if it's just me. I just can't find the right perception, or what it was. But I tend to miss those things. Not. I don't feel like I missed them as much or as grotesquely.
Yeah. I mean, I think
But
they're good. I think you have to get that. When you get it, you get it, but it's tricky to learn at first.
I think
Yeah. Drama Llama.
oh man, two children run to mirrors to escape a world, only to be brought back into another twisted world where they do it all over again. I don't know. I know the characters' names just by looking it up. Low and Alone.
I don't even. I didn't know their names at all. Um. So, what's your verdict on the Drama Llama? Like the story itself of.
I mean, there might be a story. I don't see one. It doesn't paint it out very well. So I think it kind of hurts the drama llama that not giving us some kind of textual base for a story.
I could see that. I could see that. The story to me, without giving away spoilers, it felt very reminiscent of James and the Giant Peach, but I don't quite know enough. It gives you little tidbits. It's almost like you have to pull context clues from the level design itself to kind of stick this story together. And I could be way off base. Who the fuck knows? But I don't think that it hurts because I think that the level design, the gameplay, the atmosphere feeds into this mystery where you can almost assume what this story is, and it kind of keeps you guessing. Like to your point earlier, what a thriller movie would be like.
Oh yeah,
So I thought the Drama Llama was good. Uh, as it unravels, you see a little bit more. Um, but I liked it. But it's keeping me guessing,
sure.
which I kind of like.
Yeah. Huh? To each their own.
Jank Formants.
Oh, Jank. Performance is my favorite to go through every time. Yeah, it might be jank. It might just be my perception, but I do believe this ties in a little bit to the wiggle. Just not being able to get the right angle every time that you're looking for it, which causes you to
You fucking
restart the
killed us
test
like
and
12
stuff.
times, fucker.
It doesn't matter. But sometimes you just don't cling when you want to cling onto a wall. There is that as well. I've come across that a couple of times where I'm trying to get away, but I don't grab onto the ledge. So
Mm,
every second counts when you're being chased.
that is true.
I think that's something to it, but overall, it's not a horrible experience.
I can see that. I mean, it's kind of like hard to disassociate those or from like the control aspect to is it really a performance issue with the game? It's hard. I I didn't see any performance issues necessarily. Um, I did play on ultra, so it's clean. It was crisp. The shading or the shading, the brightness is something that I didn't actually change my brightness, and you did to match what they
Yeah.
told you. And fuck, that was dark. So I don't know how you could have survived. Like I don't know if their brightness indicator was correct. I think that was kind of shit. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't run into any performance based issues outside of every once in a while I would see like frame rates on weird animation, namely around your character. So I don't know if that was a connection issue or whatever it was, but your character would get weird. Other than
I mean,
that,
I saw some slowdown on yours, but I didn't think anything of it.
yeah. See, so you saw it too. Like I don't know if it's the connection or what it was, but there was something that was it made your character stutter a little bit.
Yeah. Every second counts.
Every second counts. Stickiness.
So with the stickiness, I don't see much more than a single playthrough in this.
Once and done.
Um,
Fucking
once
once
and
and
done,
done.
dude.
I'm done.
I mean,
I don't
I
want to
guess
do it
some
again.
people, I guess some people want to, collect all the little collectibles and stuff. I won't do it. I'll enjoy it once,
Yeah, it's a
and
one and
that'll
done.
take you round about it. But again, when it comes to me, my enjoyment came more from playing with an actual live player than running with an AI, which
That's
I
true.
probably wouldn't play this game if I was running with an AI.
I could see that. I don't know. It's a one and done for me. I don't. There was nothing. The only thing that was propelling me through wanting to play it is the mystery behind the story as you unravel it. I don't fucking want to relive any of the shit that I did before. Um, it doesn't. There's no reward to it. It's like a one thing. But that's how I prefer. But I'm not a big fan of playing that kind of game because there's no replayability to it for
No,
me.
there is. Not for me either. So, in our opinion, one and
So
done.
roast your toast, man. I'm really curious about this one from you.
This is rough, dude. Because honestly, I'm going to toast the game, right? But just barely. Just barely.
Okay.
I think the enjoyment of that run playing with somebody else is a good enough an experience for the money that I paid for the game. But it's a pretty hefty price for an enjoyable thing, which kind of gives them coming up on that one because I was on the fence,
I
but
could
I
I
do
could
think,
yeah.
yeah,
No, you what were you gonna say?
yeah, I could see the enjoyment with playing with somebody else and then getting that done, and it was enjoyable enough to top it right there and just barely push it into toast territory.
See, and all right, so this is the first one we're gonna disagree with. I'm gonna roast it. And the reason is I'm thinking about monetary value to gameplay. And I did this. It takes us 5 hours to beat the fucking game. It's a $40 game, which means I spent $8 per hour. If I was to go buy a $60 game and put 60 hours into it, I feel good. Hell, if I put 30 hours into it, that's $2 a fucking hour. My time is worth more than that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
there's a plethora of games out there. This game should have easily been, $29.99. And maybe it would have been a little bit better. But I don't think that I wouldn't pay this much money for it had I known that it was a 5 hour experience, no replayability to it or whatsoever.
yeah,
That
yeah. I
that's
can
me.
see that. I struggled with that same concept.
I
I struggled with it.
had
But
to pull out the
I came
calculator.
to you. I'm like, you know what? Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Like I'm talking barely, barely toast.
Yeah, when I wrote the notes, originally I was like, I'm gonna toast it. And then I started doing the math and I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. Dude, that's $40. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Because think about how much you get paid an hour, right? Just holistically. Like, what's the average? What's the average that people get made an hour, right? Oh, say it's
Yeah,
$30 an hour, like a full hour. Yeah. $30 with this kind of economy? Nah, man.
yeah,
I'm not a fan. And $8 per hour versus like shit, we do $60. And even Monster Hunter Wilds that I thought was dick all, I still got my hours out of it more than I did this game.
hmm
So I don't know. That's my opinion, man. I'm gonna roast
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna beat it, and then that's it. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Beat it, and you're done.
Mhm. Wait for that sweet DLC.
Yeah, or go wait for it to be on sale. There it is. Just wait for it to be on sale.
That's why it took so long to try to buy it. I was waiting for a sale.
Ah, yeah, man.
I was like,
Sale.
maybe they have a flash sale real quick.
Nope. I don't know. But I wish it would have been on sale. Or maybe you should buy it on sale. Fuck if I don't know. I don't know. But I'm not gonna
No.
it's a good game, but not for the price